'cause I was doing better alone. But when you said that.
So, hey, what's up, you guys? I'm going to be talking about something that's a little bit more serious than what I talked about before. So, if you don't know who this person is, then I'll just explain later. But basically, I'm talking about Ahmaud Arbery. I heard what happened about him, and how he was just jogging and he got shot by two white men. So, for people who still think that racism isn't a thing, you're dumb and most likely a Trump supporter. So, and I'm clearly not one, so as you can tell. Yeah, so if you are, you can get off my page. I care less at this point. So basically, privilege is a thing, and that video, it was taken in February, and we're just now knowing about it now, in May, and the police knew that there was this video. The video was actually leaked. The police saw this video before. They did absolutely nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. And that's just sickening. Because, of course, if it was a black person who did this, the rules will be changed. Everybody would be knowing about this by now. Probably the day after it happened. Probably the day of. Shoot. And they just got arrested. They didn't get arrested because the police saw the video. They got arrested because we all saw the video. If this video wasn't leaked, we wouldn't even know about this. They wouldn't even say anything about this. But yet, what? So I just have a major question to ask people around this world. If you don't think that racism isn't a thing, look at these examples. This little boy, he was walking home with Skittles. Skittles. The police officers thought it was something else and shot him. So that means, one, we can't jog in our neighborhood, and two, we can't walk to our house without being shot. Then you also gotta remember, when there was the peaceful black protesters, we were just walking, putting our hands up like this, holding up signs, peacefully protesting, and then they get shot. But then when a group of white Trump supporters go up to officers with guns in their hand, with signs, without masks, coughing on people, which is now technically committed as attempt of murder now, they don't get shot. They don't get shot for literally breaking the law. But then we get shot for walking. For walking. And apparently we can't even sit in our own house. There was this young black lady. She was sitting at her house watching. No, she was asleep. Then they broke into their house and they were shooting at her. They just shot at her. She was asleep. She was just sleeping there and they were shooting at her 8 times. 8 times. I'm sick and tired of how people say that this doesn't happen. Just because it doesn't happen to you doesn't mean that it isn't real. Keep that in mind. There's people suffering. There's people who he can't even get a job because of the color of their skin. And you say, oh, America, like the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The United States of America. Okay. I forgot. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, which in the republic for which it stands, one nation, under all, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And by all, they mean white, privileged men. White, old, privileged men. White, old men. That's it. That's what they meant by that. Because that's what they meant. I mean, there's so many things from history and from today that show that this world is messed up. And that this is a white man's world. Period. That's just it. It's a white man's world. And people say, with the N-word. Okay. The ignorance from these people is insane. I just can't. It just hurts my head just looking at these comments. Some of the comments from these TikToks. They're saying, why can't I say it? It's in a song. The song was not meant for you to say that specific word. It's not that hard to not say a word. And then they get offended when somebody calls them a cracker. So you can't use the word cracker now? What does the word cracker have to do with anything? Hmm? Were your ancestors enslaved for over 100 years and called crackers? No, I don't think they were. And then when white people say, some white people, I'm not talking about all, but when they say that we're stealing their culture by wearing wigs, one, that was invented by a black woman. So, watch your mouth. Second of all, your so-called culture is based off of other people's culture that you stole. And if I see one more white person with the box braids, I don't care. I'm slapping them. That's just what I'm doing. And if you have a problem with it, you're the problem in this world. I could care less. Okay? So, and just because I'm a kid does not mean anything. It just doesn't. It just really doesn't. This world is sick and just terrible to live in. I can't even feel safe going for a walk in my own neighborhood, really. That's the end of this video. I might make a part 2. Who knows? I might. Goodbye. You guys have a nice day.